We have multiple updates to give you guys today about the Los Angeles Lakers after they had their first practice since Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton became Lakers. However, it is not just about those two guys. It's about the entire team, as well as the future and the truth regarding Dorian Finney-Smith and the beginning of his time here in Los Angeles. And welcome to Lakers Digest here, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff. We cover everything, and I mean everything, surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are flooding in with new subscribers, so this might be your first time ever watching. So stop what you're doing right now. Click that subscribe button. Let's get into today's video here. And the eye-opening injury update that JJ Redick just gave about the Los Angeles Lakers at their first practice since the moves have been made. Although this update does not have to do with either of those players. This is what JJ filled us in on today. Saying that Gabe Vincent, who had that, they're calling it a hip injury in the last game against the Sacramento Kings, he did not practice on Monday. And JJ Redick also adding that Jackson Hayes, who's been dealing with an ankle injury pretty much throughout most of the season, he's probable to play. He was cleared last game but did not play. But if he's probable, it will be the first time he has played since about a month ago in late November. And Jarred Vanderbilt, we know all the injuries he's been dealing with. He actually participated in non-contact portion of practice. And guys, that's the first time Jarred Vanderbilt has done really anything on the court at all since he has become, or this season for the Lakers. He has not played since February of 2024. We might get to a point where it's going to be a full calendar year since Jarred Vanderbilt has actually played in a basketball game. So this is the steps in the right direction for Vanderbilt. Somebody the Lakers still desperately need, although Dorian Finney-Smith helps. And if you can get Vanderbilt and Finney-Smith on the wing with the way Max Christie's developing, I mean, now you have three really good on-ball wing defenders, and Jarred Vanderbilt is the best one of all those guys on the defensive end. Let's not forget the value that he brings to the court for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the rumors and the reports were that Vanderbilt was going to be back sometime in January, and clock's ticking. It's New Year's Eve, so it's going to happen sometime soon, and Jarred Vanderbilt could very well be seeing the court in the somewhat immediate future for the Los Angeles Lakers, which is a win in my book. Now, let's talk about this next point here. So the plans for the new players on the team, and of course, Dorian Finney-Smith, Shake Milton come in, D'Angelo Russell, and Maxwell Lewis, as well as 3 second-round picks, are out. But this is what JJ Redick was saying about Finney-Smith earlier today, or yesterday in practice, saying that Dorian gives, it has another defender. He probably said gives us another defender. He's a guy who has guarded multiple positions throughout his career and has worked to become an elite catch-and-shoot player. And so that is exactly the skill set that Finney-Smith brings. He's shooting 43.5% from three this season, which is definitely a career high for him. However, and even if you want to argue unsustainable, he's done it through 30 games. And on top of that as well, he is going to get a lot of open looks. And he said he's really excited about that because he feels like he can play more of that natural 3-and-D role and be more of a corner shooter. He said this earlier at practice during his first, media session as a Los Angeles Laker, and I think he's a perfect fit next to LeBron and Anthony Davis. However, despite JJ Redick glowing about him, actually being former teammates with him back when they were both in Dallas, this is what JJ Redick had to say about him, as well as Shake Milton during this practice. So some good news, some bad news perhaps. JJ Redick saying the hope is for the Lakers to have Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton in the lineup on this game against the Cleveland Cavaliers to cap off the 2024 calendar year. JJ says he will keep the same starting lineup, however. So, questions about the starting lineup, at least for the time being. Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton will not be in the starting lineup. However, that means that he's going to roll at Max Christie, roll at Rui Hachimura, as well as LeBron, AD, and Austin Reaves as your starting five. And he's going to bring them along, I guess, semi-slowly as they learn the offense and they learn what the Lakers want to do out there on both sides of the ball. So that is your update here. Nothing too crazy. However, Dorian Finney-Smith, still going to be a really good impact player, and because of his great defense, he's probably going to, fit in pretty smoothly. And again, the Lakers have a clear vision, a clear plan. This is a team that likes to switch a ton, and Dorian Finney-Smith is one of your more versatile, switchable defenders across the entire NBA. And in terms of being a spot-up shooter, he's one of the best in the NBA at that, and he's going to get a whole lot of looks from these corners and a whole lot of looks from beyond the arc. And he brings that size, versatility, and athleticism that the Lakers need. And Shake Milton as well. With no D'Angelo Russell there, they're going to need a playmaker off the bench, and potentially no Gabe Vincent as well, who did not practice. So Shake Milton is also going to be having to shake and bake a little bit out there and get his 2 cents off and try his best to be an impact player right away for the Lakers. And I just want to bring up one more point that's not semi-related to this channel, but Happy New Year's, everybody. If you're watching this, it might already be the new year in 2025, but I just want to say from myself as well as our co-hosts, Akechi Apakama and Nick Goss, thank you guys for tuning into the channel. If you've been here since day one, we see you and we appreciate it. But even if you're new, guys, we welcome you guys all in to Lakers Digest here. We cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers, and I promise you, us three, we are doing our absolute best to give you guys the absolute best content, a lot of different content, and so much happens with the Lakers. That's why we have to work extra hard to make sure you get everything that you need and need to know for this team. So from the bottom of my heart and all three of us, I just want to say thank you guys. Have an awesome new year. Let's have a great 2025 together. Let's keep growing this Laker family, and let's keep pushing that content. And hopefully, as we get better, the Lakers get better. And who knows? Maybe we'll have a championship to talk about. All right, guys. Happy New Year's. And this is Hunter here from Lakers Digest.